Hello, hello,
Okay,
hello.
well,
It's hard to believe it's been 2 whole weeks since we last spoke with Norm Winski, but it has. And I know he has important things to tell us. So, Norm, let's get started. The floor is yours.
I made some forecasts last time, and Jeff would prefer that I skip over that. I'll just give you a quick summary. If you like the full results, contact me. I'll send you the notes, and you can check it out. I'll give you the full notes with the results. We had 16 winners, six misses out of 22 for 72.73%. It was really great on the S&P. The best market at all was the S&P, where I hit six out of six. There you go. And the T bonds were three out of three, so I did pretty good on the financials. And here we go. Here's what's coming up. I asked Jeff to come on his show this weekend because we got some really big stuff happening here this weekend. We're going to have a new moon at perigee. Perigee is when the moon's closest, a 25-day cycle, when the moon is closest to the Earth, and that lines up with the new moon cycle about every 14 months. That's it, every 14 months. So this is the somewhat rare cycle. It's called in the technical astro world, in the astrophysical world, it's called a syzygy, where you have two cycles coinciding, coming together. And then, so the new moon will be close to the Earth, and anytime we have, and in the sign of Aquarius, anytime we have a new moon, or full moon, we round up the financials, grains. We take a look at financials, grains, precious metals, and in this case, Aquarius, because it's that's copper. Then we also have Uranus turning direct. If you want to have any help with any of these technical terms, I'll be happy to explain it all. Uranus is going to turn direct. That's when the planets, from the point of view of the Earth, that's the key. There, it's the apparent motion, how things look from Earth. Uranus is going to stop going backwards. I know it doesn't really go backwards, but relative to the Earth, it has been. It's going to stop and then start going forward. That's when the planets change trend, the markets change trend a high percent of the time. Now, the stocks respond to all these points. Commodities are narrow filters and only respond to certain planets and certain signs. So, in this case, we'll be looking at watching cattle, copper, cotton, and of course the stock market. And you're looking for markets to get to some kind of extreme. If they're going sideways, we don't do anything. Okay, that's a pass. Then the next weekend, the weekend of the 27th, we have a Mercury cycle. Anytime we have Mercury, we want to be looking at the grains, corn, soybeans, wheat. And then we also have Jupiter making a 90-degree angle to the U.S. chart. Anytime we have the U.S. chart, U.S. stocks, T bonds, U.S. dollar. And that's pretty much my forecast here for the latter part of January. And then we have, here's my bio here. I've been doing this, doing my letter for 44 years. I started trading on the Chicago Board Options Exchange back in 1975. Right out of college, I made enough money in college doing the using astrology to trade the market, and I made enough money to buy a membership on the then fledgling CBOE. When it was only 2 years old, I paid $25,000 for the membership, and then later traded also on the Chicago Board of Trade. And I've studied everything I could get my hands on: Elliott wave, GAN, astrophysics, astrology. I have a musical background, Fibonacci, you name it. I've probably looked at it. Anything rooted in nature, you know. Here's your bonus special of the month, Jeff. I do fractals. And what are fractals? Fractals is a branch of theoretical physics called chaos theory. Fractals are found all through nature, where you have a repeating pattern at different levels of order. One great example in nature is a pine tree. The branches of a pine tree look like miniature pine trees. You could show somebody said, "What does a pine tree look like?" You could take a branch, show them the branch, and say, "This is a small version of a pine tree," and extrapolate out what the pine tree might look like. Or you can do that in the markets too. Going back many decades in Wall Street, we've had something called the January barometer, which says if the market is up in January, the market will probably be up for the year. The market is down in January, the market will be down in the year. I got the idea to do that in more detail and not just care about where we close the year, but where it might be able to forecast during the year. And that's what we have here. I use this. I have 28 markets I do this for. every year. And here's an example of that. Here's the silver market. I did these blue bars back in February of 2022 for the year. And then at the end of the year, I overlaid the actual black bar prices over the blue bars. The blue is forecast, black is actual prices. And you can see there's a pretty nice correlation there between the forecast and the actual results for silver. And I have this for 28 markets, including the stock market. So if you'd like to get a hold of me, here's my contact information. It's changed recently. Here's my new phone number, 239-216-2578. There's my email, annwinski@yahoo.com. That's a different email than I used to use. And you can call me on Skype for free at nwinski, NWINSKI underscore digit one. Looking forward to helping some of your folks. Jeff, everybody call me as soon as possible and looking forward to helping you. Have a great weekend. Have a great week.
Norm, fantastic. Another winning month for you. Looks like this next week coming up is a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to keep track of those dates and we'll see you back in 2 weeks.
Very good. Thank you, Jeff.
Bye bye.
Bye.